We've got a new episode of Widow's Bay, episode 5, as Tom went on a massive trip thanks to some special mushrooms that opened his eyes just a little bit to the mystery of the island, but was it enough? Let's talk about it. Full spoilers, you have been warned. I am still fully behind this show being the best show on TV right now. I look forward to it more than anything that I watch on a week-to-week basis, but this is the weakest episode of the season so far. But even me saying that, it's still a really good episode. Great performances, great feeling like the other 4 episodes have had. It's still a strong episode compared to a lot of weak episodes for other shows. It just didn't move the narrative forward as much as the other 4 episodes. It just simply felt like a setup for a big moment or reveal that's going to happen in next week's episode. But there are definitely still some things to take away from the episode, 2 specifically that I want to talk about. The first being Tom's trip, and I thought it was really well done how he was experiencing everything with the blackouts and how everything was coming to him. We were told that these special mushrooms that were originally planned for Whit could open his eyes to mysteries about the island, and while nothing really major happened for the majority of the episode, a couple of really important things happened at the end of the episode when he really started to trip. The first is what happened to his wife, and we learned earlier in the season that Tom's wife died during complications in childbirth, or because of complications in childbirth, but it seems like her death is actually connected to the curse of people on the island, that people who were born on the island aren't able to leave. I'm not sure if we'll see or learn more about this down the line, but that final shot of her in the hospital room staring at him as the door was closing was haunting. The second part of the trip is the final scene of the episode, and again, it's more of a setup, or hopefully more of a setup for next week's episode, but as Tom was sitting in his bathroom looking into the darkness, he was starting to hear things that we hadn't heard before, and it was sounding like the island was possibly opening itself up to Tom for him to learn more about the mystery. Now, outside of Tom's trip, the other big takeaway from the episode is the page from Sarah Westcott Warren's diary that they found in Reverend Bryce's office. I plan on doing a video about the Warrens and just explaining the curse of Widow's Bay in general, but with the reveal of this diary page and the mention of that cursed cylinder item, it looks like everything that's been going on in this supposed curse dates all the way back to Sarah Westcott Warren and her husband Richard Warren, the founder of Widow's Bay. And if that is where we're headed, I am all for a history lesson on why and how all of this is happening. It may not have been my favorite episode of the season, but there's a lot of really good moments and little nuggets in it that make me really excited for what's coming next. But as always, I am curious to hear what you think. Let me know your thoughts on Widow's Bay episode 5 below and your theories on what the hell you think is going on with this island.